You're watching the Jessa Channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with more Skyrim. Mala and her companions, Inigo, Jorin, and Qa'Dojo, are here at the Shrine of Azure, where Mala has done a little bit of meditation, only a little because it's cold. And some mod talk up front. I have installed 2 new mods. And both of them are mods that I have had previously, so I know that they do work. One is Dovahkiin Relaxes 2, which allows you to do different idols, basically, when you are when you're with your player character. The same thing that NPCs get to do. You get to do different relax things, depending on what you're standing in front of. Let me see how this works. So, she's standing in front of a prayer object. So if Mala stands in front of the object too, and then we use for Dovahkiin Relaxes, she should pray too. Let's see if it works. Yep. So Mala did some prayer with the shrine, and it works on different objects. Like if you're in front of a bed, if you're in front of a meditation place, anywhere that, if you're in front of a campfire, for example, anywhere that NPCs can do certain things, you can do them as well too. So that's that one, and just pushing the shout key again will stop her from doing that. The next mod that I have installed is CS Tag and Track. Basically that allows you to track NPCs around the map. It will create a map marker for them, basically. So wherever they go, you'll be able to see wherever they are. And you can summon them to you. You can travel to where they are. I remember in my early days of playing and modding, I spent a frustrating hour or two looking for Gorum. Anyway, a mod that comes with a NPC that comes with interesting NPCs. He's a mod that you can get... He's a modded character that comes in at Riverwood and hangs out there. And I was trying to find him, and it took forever to find him. So this is a really great way to avoid that. And I think his name is Gorn, I think, now. So, the reason I did that is because Mala traveled here to the shrine with Qa'Dojo, a very spiritual dude. And he has just been talking to Inigo. But they both look at her now. But Inigo is...
I don't mind the snow. It's beautiful.
And Inigo's great, but Inigo cannot respond or talk to other NPCs besides some vanilla NPCs. And that's just, you know, that's reasonable. I couldn't expect Gary to write a line for or lines for every possible NPC out there. But I think Mala's going to leave Qa'Dojo, but she wants to be able to talk to him again. So that's why I downloaded that, so that we can find him at any time when Mala continues on with her inner spiritual quest of finding out more about the Aedra and the Daedra, of which Qa'Dojo knows quite a lot. Let's talk to him now.
May our steps move in harmony.
Agreed. So, tell me, do you worship all Aedra and Daedra, Qa'Dojo?
I pay homage to the divines as a whole, and the invisible thread that is woven between them. One does not look at a centipede and see 15 separate segments. One cannot focus on a leaf, for in doing so he will neglect the whole tree.
Answer number 2 here is quite amusing. One must not focus on a person's chest, lest they neglect the person's bottom. From my understanding, Qa'Dojo, the Aedra and the Daedra are not gods. They are extremely powerful mortals. Is that not true?
Much like Talos, many believe divinity can be acquired through achievement. It reminds me of the tale of the acclaimed assassin from Blackmarsh. The guildmaster in Riften requested the assassin train his thieves in matters of stealth. However, the assassin refused. For while in the swamps of Black Marsh he was a master, in the forests of Riften he was but a novice. A great mortal is a master of their own plane, where a god is limited by none.
I understand. Is it possible that some Daedra, well, some of them seem rather evil?
Boethia is the prince of plots, deceit, and conspiracy. Such words are sinister when spoken in the void, yet when the scales of power tip toward tyranny, when the strength of the dishonorable cannot be vanquished by a frontal assault, Boethia is there. Mola Gabal, meanwhile, is her nemesis. For he is strength and domination, and those who enslave others do so in his name. Although Boethia teaches us that strength can be vanquished, Molag Bal demonstrates that weakness is not a virtue. Meirun's Dagon is the facilitator of destruction, the great equalizer of this plane. For when life is allowed to grow unchecked, it will wither from its own abundance.
In this world, it seems there are good intentions gone very bad, and mistakes that turn beautiful.
Such is the complexity of life. For all intentions, all actions, flow on the waves of balance. There is the story of a monk who traveled through a busy market, where a butcher was peddling his meats. The monk asked the butcher which meat was the tastiest, and the butcher promptly replied, "All of it. Everything I sell is tastier than the other." And when the monk understood the butcher's lies were true, he gained a fragment of wisdom.
That is perhaps too deep for me to understand. But at this time, no, one more thing, Qa'Dojo. Could you tell me a parable, perhaps?
The ambitious young swordsman visited the Hall of Companions in hopes of becoming a great warrior. Upon meeting the Harbinger, the swordsman asked, "If I start now, how long before I can become a companion?" The Harbinger stroked his grey beard and replied, 10 years. The swordsman could not wait that long. "What if I trained every day?" he asked. 5 years, then, the Harbinger replied. To that, the swordsman inquired, "Well, what if I trained day and night?" 20 years, then, the Harbinger said, his face stretching into a yawn. "That makes no sense," the swordsman answered. The Harbinger looked him in the eye and cracked a wry smile. "Oh, it makes sense," he said, "for you see, those who hurry are slow to learn."
Well, you sound exactly like my master Parthenax, who has said that to me numerous times when I wanted to hurry through my word recitations or through my sword practice or through my weapons practice.
Moons guide us.
Perhaps that shall be who I follow, the 2 moons. Qa'Dojo, it is time for us to part ways.
May our steps move in harmony. Very well. Perhaps like the Count and the Carpenter, I will return to whence I came.
With much gratitude to you, Qa'Dojo. I imagine that he's turning to Inigo and saying something quiet to him, like, "Keep her safe," or some other thing like that, you know. So, you want to know probably what we're going to be doing in this episode. Well, I'd like to tell you. We are going to be going back to a place which we have already done before. We've already visited. And that place is called Sarthal. And through all of the installs and reinstalls and whatnot, the Mala that did Sarthal in season 1 or 2 is not the same Mala that is running down the hill right now. And so I was going to redo that off my recording time. But then I realized that it might be interesting for you guys to watch Mala do it again, considering that I have, hopefully, gathered some skill. We can hope. And going through Sarthal with the tools she has now, the magic she has now that she didn't have then, the two-handed aspect as well too, as well as Inigo. I don't think Inigo was with her the first time. I could be wrong on that. You'd have to go back and watch and let me know, but I don't think so. These are those Falma places. Falma must be inside here. What is this place? Oh, Mala, be very careful. This is called the Sightless Pit. You do not want to go down there. No, I do not. I am not feeling like throwing myself in a pit is a good idea. I see the college over there. Which way do I need to go to get to Sarthal? Let me check my map. This is over the hill. So, Sarthal, yeah, actually we should just be able to go over this hill. Mala, this trail just might lead us where we need to go. I wonder what is in that sightless pit. All manner of monsters. I don't feel scared of going in. Well, you should, Mala. You should feel scared. Well, I feel trepidation, of course. I mean, how to say, I do not relish the idea. But I do not feel that sense of terror. I suppose that's because I've come to face so much. I figure what is in that pit could not be worse than my nightmares. Well, no matter how calm and peaceful of the warrior you tend to be, Molly, you should still be scared of throwing yourself in pits. Because there's being calm and then there's just being out of your mind crazy. Yes, you make an excellent point. So I just realized why Mala is walking slower. Or I think I might. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Wet and Cold has a feature that if it is snowy, hey Mala, this is a place you've been before. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is that large underground, yep, this is Alftand. Where you had to go under to find the spiders. I do not want it sneaking up on me. It looks like it was fighting something. Have they both died?
Yes, a spider. Too many legs. You have to die.
Oh no. Oh, it was feeding, or perhaps one spider was having a meal, and the other, oh, a poor adventurer. Well, you might be wondering why I'm not opening that up, and, oh, going in the wrong direction. I better put the compass on or we'll just be tipsy-turvied all over the place. We need to be heading down this way. But But the reason why is because I have the Harvest mod, and I actually upgraded it. There's a new version out, which is even faster and more seamless, so that's neat. It seems like our path lies just down here, Mala. Well, you know, I think we need to hurry. I am growing very cold. Right, hurry we shall. Be careful, though, because this area here, there are edges, and I don't want you falling off to your death. That lantern there, the light from the lighthouse is comforting. Oh, God. Troll. I just heard the teacher going, "Troll in the dungeon," from Harry Potter. Act time to use Belied because he hasn't got a long range. So I might be able to just knock him out with one Belied. Bring it on. Come on. Oh, the spell drives me nuts. I can't cast it. Oh, jeez. I didn't even get a meteor off because of this silly spell. I was holding down both the right and left mouse button. It's just, see, I'll show you. So we have the spell in our hands, and it just, I was holding it down, but it wasn't casting, and sometimes I can't tell when it's actually hit or not. Yeah, maybe I should just try single casting it because it seems to work a little better. Yeah, instead of dual casting. The dual casting seems to be a bit wonky. Either that or I'm just not very, skilled at casting it, which is entirely possible. It's not Mala's fault. But I'm glad you acknowledge so. That your ineptitude is your problem and not mine. What is this over here? I feel it a good idea to leave my spells out. Mala, I think this is the frozen mammoth. I've heard about this, but never actually seen it. A mammoth? Frozen in the ice? How fascinating. Is there an easy way to jump down? Yes. It is true. Look, it's frozen, Mala. And and obviously it was injured, or perhaps over the years people used it for target practice. Just fascinating. The frozen mammoth. I hope you're not considering making this your god. No, I have not completely lost my mind, thank you. I wonder. I saw something up here. Oh, this thick snow. What is this thing? It's Dwemer. It's Dwemer. It's fallen. Is there more? One of the things feedback that I got was that people loved the airship, but they also wanted Malas to travel along the ground because that's when you discover things like what we just did. So I keep that feedback in mind because I love that airship too, but it is a good idea for us to get out and actually travel. Oh, Have you taken over this area, little goat? This looks like it may be part of Sarthal, or, not Sarthal, Aftland. Fallen down. Ruins. Well, I tell you, I'm not anxious to enter any Dwemer runes anytime soon, so I will leave those. What time is it, Guardian Angel? It is, early evening. Not quite night. It would be a good idea for us to get to Sarthal, lest we find ourselves... I do not wish to harm you. Lest we find ourselves stuck in a snowstorm. We'll go around this rock and keep going down. Well, I can say one thing for Skyrim. Traveling its lands certainly brings its own adventure. So, Sarthal's this way. So we kind of just have to keep... Guardian Angel, admit it, we are lost. No, we're not lost. We have a map. We're just sort of discombobulated. That sounds like lost to me. Well, have faith. If worst comes to worst, Mala, you can just pitch your tent and make an evening of it. You tell me, would you wish to pitch your tent and make an evening of it out here? Would you? Really? For really? What does for really mean? It means for truly. Would you wish such a thing? I don't know. Sure. If I had a fight... Hey! Ha ha ha. I bet we found it. See? You just don't have faith in me. See, Sarthal. I bet the whole class, Tolfdir, might even be waiting down here.
Can you play that flute, my friend? A little music would be nice.
Well, perhaps after we finish this adventure, Inigo. Is the class waiting? Did they get my message? You did send the message, didn't you? I did, Mala. The courier should have gotten there already. Ah, yep. There he is. I come. I am glad to see that you await me. Hello? Ah, Tolfdir. Professor, I am here. I am glad you received my message. Are you very cold? I am too.
And here we all are. Shall we step inside?
Before we do, might I ask a few questions? What is so important about this place?
We're particularly interested in the prevalence of magical seals placed on the tombs here. It's rather unlike anything we've encountered.
So we are looking for magical tombs? Or magical seals, you say? Or something more?
Anything. Anything at all that might be of interest. That's why I adore this location. We have no idea what we're going to find. And if along the way my message about the dangers of magic should happen to sink in for a few students, that would be a happy coincidence.
Well, I stand ready. Let us go.
All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
Thank you. I shall. Oh, I love it. He's wearing snowshoes. I don't know if you saw that. I've never seen another character wearing snowshoes before. Stay close, Jorin. As you always do. Sometimes you're so close that you practically live in my underwear. One thing I remember is being very, very frightened the first time I went through this. Not so much anymore. Hello?
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet?
Not yet, but I will ask you some other time.
All right, then.
Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Sarthal. This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to study such an early civilization and the magics they used. Well, are there any questions before we begin?
I do not have any more questions. Professor, what would you like me to do?
Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Brelina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Don't interact with them, just identify them. Almond, please search that area over there. See if you notice any residual energies, alive or undead. Zizargo, what shall we have you do? Why don't you verify that we're the first ones here? Look for any amount of tampering with the tombs. All right, everyone. Let's be careful, but have fun.
I always find this to be so ridiculous. Like your, initial mages, and like he's like, let's be careful, but have fun. Going to this crypt of the undead.
Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything?
It does most succinctly. It does most succinctly. But I am Mala. We have not really been introduced. Who are you?
No, I suppose we haven't. Brelina Marion of House Telvanni. First of my family to leave Morrowind in a long time. Now I'm here to study conjuration. That's what's important.
Do you know anything about Sarthal? This place is... unpleasant.
Not really. Just that it's very, very old. It was one of the first cities of men in Tamriel, I think.
There's a man at the college, Ancano. Do you know anything about him?
I know I don't like the way he looks at me. I can't tell if he expects me to blow myself up or to try and murder him. But he clearly doesn't trust any of us.
Are you nervous about what could go on in this place, what we could find?
Why? Because it's old and full of dead things? Clearly you've never spent any time in Morrowind.
Haha, that was nice.
Until next time.
Yes. That was a nice little callback to Morrowind. I think the person we're looking for, Mala, is just around the corner here. Oh, look at this place. It's huge, Mala. I am looking. Everyone has made their way ahead of us. This makes me a little nervous. Yes, but you've been in much worse places than this, Mala. Much worse. This is nothing. I wish I felt your confidence. Ah, Professor Toftir. Excuse me? I am looking as you requested. I wonder where the other students are. And we found a magical artifact just by happening to walk by it. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I love this mod. Just happens to locate all the magical artifacts for me, and Mala does. I don't have to dig around and on the floor. Perfect. Mala, you're doing a great job. I am. But I have done nothing? Oh, Mala. Oh, you wonderful girl, you. Oh, that noise. Oh, look at Jorin peeking around the corner. He's scared of nothing. Absolutely nothing. Professor Toftia, I have found 2 already.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured. Find Aniel Gain. He's somewhere in the northern section of the ruins. He'll show you what to do.
Oh, thank you, Professor Toftia. Aniel Gain?
It's going to take forever to sit through all this.
Professor Toftia sent me to assist you.
What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine. Just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of the section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything.
And I'm curious. Is this something to do with Ancano?
He asked far too many questions about my research. I think the Thalmor are trying to steal my work. I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe a word of it.
And what did you need me to do?
Just round up the rest of the magical artifacts so that I can catalog them.
I shall do so.
All right, then.
Yes. All right, then. Come on, Inigo. Oh, three more to go. 1 more magic artifact and you're set. So, Mala, you may not remember this, but I have actually been in here before. You have? Yes, I have, Mala. You might remember it, but maybe just as a dream. But, Inigo, keep an eye on that Aniel Gain. I do not like the way he looks. Or smells. Anyway, Mala, I happen to know that, here's your 4th magical artifact. Prepare yourself, Mala. Things are about to get fun. What in the... It's okay, Mala. It is not okay. I am trapped in here. Well, yes, but it's okay. Oh, you are crazy.
What
Hello?
in the world was that racket? Is everything all right?
No, it is not. I find myself trapped.
How in the world did that happen?
Well, first my guardian angel said that I would... Never mind. An amulet over there on the door, I pulled it off the wall. And then these things activated.
Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it?
I believe so. Guardian angel, is there some way I can use this? Yeah, I think, Mala. Let's see. I think you have to just place it back, maybe, and it'll open this. Let's see. I thought you said you had been here before? Well, I had, but, you know, I'm an old lady and I don't remember everything like I should. It was the Sarthal amulet. Okay, so we take this amulet and maybe if we try putting it on, maybe?
Do you see that?
Ah!
Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. It must be connected to the amulet.
I don't like this.
What effect might your spells have?
My spells? Oh, do you mean, Professor Toftir, that you would like me to blow this to smithereens, as they say? Yes. I will take that blink as a yes. Well, that I can do. Take this! Yes! Oh, that was thrilling. That was absolutely thrilling. Professor Toftir?
Well, this is highly unusual and very
Professor
interesting.
Toftir? Professor Toftir?
Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place?
Well, whatever it is, it's a place of trouble. In fact, I feel I should have these. What is happening?
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
Hey, did you hear that?
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened?
Well, a being in robes I've never seen before. It spoke to me.
I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw?
Well, he spoke about danger ahead, and about something called the Psijic Order.
The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find?
I am curious, Toftir. Professor Toftir, what's the Psijic Order?
They were a group of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive. No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place.
And why? Why would they contact me?
I have no idea, but it's fascinating. Assuming it's true, of course. The Isle of Artaeum disappeared over 100 years ago, and no one has seen them since. And yet now, suddenly, they've chosen to contact you. Why, it's intriguing. If nothing else, I'd take it as a compliment. The Psijics have only ever dealt with those they feel worthy.
Well, then I shall be flattered after I get out of here, hopefully with my life.
Take care now.
I shall.
Oh, no, you
Oh, God.
Be ready for the fight, my friend.
Come on. Okay, so problems here. I'm trying to cast. Oh, Belide. I still have Belide on. No wonder. Belide is a magic, I should say mana, or magica, intense spell.
I'm afraid I am not ticklish.
I won't go down so easily.
There's more? Oh! Do not walk through fire and... Oh! That hurt. I need a potion. A potion quickly. She got a bit confused and walked right through his fire blast. Oh! Health potion. There we go. I also have some sleeping tree sap, which we got a few episodes back when after we fought the dragon in the valley, and I saw the sleeping tree, that blue tree, at the giant's camp. So I'm saving that for when we really need it. Oh, that was perhaps... When the combat is happening, I get confused. Did you see where Dovdil went? This way? Oh, Professor Dovdil.
Be prepared to defend yourself.
Ah, I see you are casting a ward. You'll have to teach me how to do that. Oh, I'm sorry, Professor. And whoever that used to be. Oh, no. Yes, I heard something. I heard a lot of danger. There's one. Another. One more. One more. Yes! He's down on his knees. Yes!
On that one.
I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these coffins. I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Look at all these coffins.
You've said that before.
This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine this. You, however, should press on. See if you can find whatever this vision of yours mentioned. But if it is truly dangerous, be careful. Go on ahead. I'll be sure and catch up with you before long.
So, yeah, Mala, I think we're on our own from now on. Well, what else is new? Do you see those coffins up there? That is a most eerie sight. Those are all coffins. How do they get them to float like that? I wonder what happens if I put a mage light there.
I need to keep a hold of myself.
Inigo, are you okay? Don't worry, it's fine. At least as fine as it ever is. At least we're not trapped in a soul gem. Fighting Dremora, it could be worse. Look at that. It goes on so...
musty and dusty.
So I've never heard Inigo say that, I must keep a hold of myself before. That's the first time I've ever heard him say that. It's amazing.
Smells like old bandages in here.
They are... Inigo, look, there's coffins here and they're somehow in the wall? Oh. It's astounding. That is amazing. I wonder if it goes on below us as well. I do not find myself anxious to find out. That is beautiful and frightening, as if I can fall upwards into it. Well, wonders will never cease. And we will leave it there, with Mala wondering at how far that goes into the sky. That's amazing. I really, really like that. We will continue on with Sarthal in the next episode. If you are enjoying what you saw, please let me know by hitting the thumbs up button below. And if you're really, really liking it and loving Mala's adventures, join the party and subscribe for more. Sarthal. Hopefully I can be a little bit more efficient than I have been in the last time we went through this, and kick some Draugr butt. That's what I'm aiming for. As always, thank you so much for watching. Get every new Jessa Channel video right in your email inbox. Subscribe, then from your YouTube homepage, click Manage Subscriptions, then check Email with new uploads. And thanks for watching.